All right, and the last category, and this is the fun one, this is where we're leveraging all of that awareness and actually generating sales from it. So you've done a great job, you've created really good content, you've got a buzz around your brand, and you have all this attention. You need to now take that attention and turn it into sales. Remember, our goal here is to increase revenue. It's not to just create attention online. So you want to take people of interest and then turn them into paying customers. And there's certain strategies and tactics at, say, Facebook and Instagram that we can implement where we can have that process achieved. So a great tactic that you can utilize is giving people the ability to make reservations directly from the content that you're providing. So as we see in this example here, there is a nice piece of video content, but directly below there is a clickable link. Now, you'll need your website to be able to take online reservations or just any sort of message inquiry on there. But when people press that button, it'll bring them to your webpage, and from then on, they can make the reservation or ask whatever question they want to. Now, not everybody has that capability, so what you could also do is, instead of sending people to a website, you can just have them call you directly. So the vast majority of people that are seeing this content are going to be using a mobile device already. So if we have, say, instead of a book now, a contact us button, what that'll do is when somebody presses that, it'll be dialing your number and it'll go directly to your facility. And at that point, they can, whatever they need, make a reservation, or if they had any questions, they can ask you that. Now, not everybody is a restaurant with a reservation type style to it. Maybe you're more of a fast food or takeout style. You can still use this same functionality. You can use this contact us button, but instead of calling for a reservation, you can just call to process an order. So we see a lot of food and beverage businesses now having their menu displayed on their website, which is fantastic, but we can actually replicate that same thing within a Facebook environment now. So you can actually have your menu displayed within your Facebook page, which is awesome because we can then promote that menu and get it seen by thousands of people. And we can use the same concept that we had before where we're looking to book reservations or have people call your facility. So if we go back to that example here, we still have our same piece of content, but instead of having a book now or a contact us tab, we're going to switch that out with a see menu. So when somebody presses on that, it's going to keep them within Facebook, it's going to bring them to your page, and it's going to go to the tab where your menu is displayed. And it actually is laid out quite nicely here. It has everything that you'd really need. There's your appetizers, your entrees, your beverages, anything that your facility has, you can put on this page here. You have a description of the dishes and as well include prices, and it just has a really nice overall look to it. But why is it more advantageous to have your menu displayed on your Facebook page versus your website? Well, it just comes down to traffic. If you look at the numbers, there's 2 billion users on Facebook, about 900,000 users within Edmonton. The chances of somebody stumbling across your Facebook page is highly more likely than them stumbling across your website today. So you just need to take advantage of all this traffic that's circulating and the fact that you can create ads or content that will bring people back to your page. If you have that menu on there, it's just such a competitive advantage to have. Another cool feature that you can utilize is creating offers that people can claim. So if we just go into another example here of a piece of content, now we notice that there is an offer that's being presented and that people can claim this. So in this case, we're offering 20% off of all of our lunch items on our menu. So if we just look into the details of how these are created, well, first we have what is it that you're offering? Is it 10, 20, 30%? What are the items that you're offering? That goes in that text there. And then we choose what is the time period that you want to have this offer out there to the public. So you can have it for just a week or 2 weeks, a month. The choice is really up to you of how long you want to have this running for. You also have the ability to select the quantity of how many times this offer can be claimed. So if you only want it to be 100 times or 1,000 times that people have the ability to claim it, once it hits that threshold, it'll no longer be available for people. What's really cool about this is once a person claims your offer, it then gets saved to their profile, and let's say that it doesn't expire for another 2 weeks, Facebook will periodically give them notifications that, hey, you saved this offer, just making sure that you're aware of it and that you can use it up until this date. Once a person gets within a certain distance away from your address, it'll send them that notification that, hey, that offer that you saved, the facility is right down the street or it's nearby. Obviously not in those words, but it does notify a person whenever they come within a certain proximity to your location. This is what the offer looks like once it's been claimed. What they can do is once they're at the facility and they're using the offer, they just show the cashier or whoever's handling the transaction, they show them this offer and then that discount can be applied. So this is time-specific content. Let's say that you're a facility and you're looking to generate more lunch hour traffic between the days of Tuesday to Thursday. Well, how can you do this? Well, let's see. If we were to run content from, let's say, 8 a.m. until 12 p.m. on those days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we can create ads or we can create offers for people to claim to come in for those lunch hours. But how can this work? Let's go to a scenario to think about it. So let's say that there is somebody at work and they're taking a break. It's 10:30. And of course, everybody on their break goes onto social media. Now, this person, her and the girls, were going to go out for lunch today. Now, as they're going through their feed, they see an offer or an ad providing that you have a lunch special or something to intrigue them to go in there. And all of a sudden, because they've seen that, you just got bumped up to the top of their list. But here's where it's real effective. So what we want to do is we don't want to target just anybody for this. We want to target people that are in a close proximity to your facility. because nobody wants to drive across town to go out for lunch on their lunch break. So what we can do then is we can geographically target people that are within a certain radius of your facility. So if you're a restaurant that's on Jasper Ave, we'll target that location and we'll only pick people within a certain radius to run that content towards. And then we have the capability to promote events. So if you're a place that regularly holds events, this is a definite must for you because it's such a great way to increase your brand awareness. So if you have an event that's going on this Friday and you're promoting it, you can first of all target specific people who would be likely to go to these types of events. And then what happens is it almost turns into word of mouth instead of it's all happening within this online environment. People start, tagging their friends or inviting their friends to come along with them too. Then that just continues on and continues on. And next thing you know, there's a ton of attention circling around your brand. So event is another strong tactic that you can utilize.